So today I want to speak about the mission of the responsible individual. And one of them is that the responsible individual has found meaning. What does has found meaning mean to you, Theo?
Wow, what some a beautiful name. Words. I can say for me, it's I can define meaning in so many ways. It's at first it's like I'm trying to understood first the meaning for me to be here, because it says the mission with responsibility, of which I was careless about to be responsible. So that now I'm curious, to know more and to get the clarity, meaning of being responsible.
The second one is that the responsible individual has direction, tools.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
What would you say as direction?
Okay, for me, first to be like have found direction systems, like when you put your energy on a one way road, yeah, in a direction, because you know where you set your energy and your goals, or maybe your plans in life. Because at past I used to like focus my energy on a lot of directions, spreading it away, not knowing that I'm exhausting myself. But now in life, I know where I'm standing, I know where I should put myself, or I know where I'm shooting it. I throw the ball.
Nice.
Yeah, that's it, like,
Nice, yeah. And to add on that, it ignites when we know who we are, when we know what that energy is, then we can move it into that direction. The next one is the responsible individual is a personal leader. Bradley, what would you say is a personal leader?
I think for me, a personal leader, if the word leader comes up, it's almost like somebody you have to follow. But if I look a little bit deeper, because they also talk about personal, I think it reflects what my grandmother has been in my life. Because I didn't just follow her, but I think parts of her made me also want to be a leader, because she always used to look at things from her side first, and she showed me what her values was. She loved it. So I think for me, like today, if I can just put it in simple words, a personal leader is one who has values and loves by it. And maybe through that, if you're a personal leader, then you can inspire maybe other people to become leaders.
And it's amazing when we are guided by our values. We are guided by love. We are guided by passion. We are guided by faith. So to personally lead yourself to a place of faith, to a place of love, it's amazing what Bradley then is. Our next one is the responsible individual genuinely cares. And I think of when I was younger that I always had to have a genuine leader. Because for a genuine leader, you can step in the water, you can mess around with it, and it will just be easy then to take the brush and it's clean again, And I see now with my care in the past was like, I only care for you if you care for me. If you don't care for me, I won't care for you. And I see that I have different people on my journey, and I genuinely care for them because I want to care unconditional, regardless of what my relationship sometimes ask of me. Because when my relationship sometimes comes along and it's challenging, and at that time I don't see care, so then I don't care for you. But if I genuinely care, and I care unconditionally, doesn't matter who Barati is, I'm still gonna care for Barati. Because why the care is genuinely, it steps in the water, It gets dirty, but I come back and I brush that care. I say, yeah, I am Brati. So that's what genuinely care means for me. Our next one, the responsible individual communicates and listens. Brati, what does communicates and listens means to you?
Wow. Communicate and listen. I can say it takes me back, whereby I was having some problems like, at home, whereby there will be no one who will listen, and it makes me, to be vulnerable, and that leads me to do negative things outside, to want to be heard, but in a negative way. So I've learned that it is very important, when a person wants to be heard, just give me a platform to listen. And when even if we are not going to help that person, but if you give him or her the ear, it can make him to feel much better than before.
Yes. I love that. And for me, that ear you give,
Yes.
and that feeling that comes from that ear,
Yes.
sometimes I communicate just words. But if I can communicate my heart, and there can be someone listening to my heart, it sends everything inside of me.
Wow.
And there's someone who listens, because why they've communicated their heart.
Yes.
And I love that about communicating and listening.
It's a great feeling.
Our next one is the responsible individual is engaged and committed. Those?
Okay, thank you guys. Like to be engaged is
Yes.
to be in the present moment. It's
Yes.
like to be in it. Yeah, I'm engaged with it. I'm part of it. It's one with me. Like to be engaged. For my own understanding, yeah. You have to be engaged in life with yourself first. You should be. Give yourself maybe time with life. Because some other time we don't give ourselves like a moment to be engaged with myself. Then to be engaged with myself, then I could be engaged with everything. And to be committed, it's like you constantly remind yourself that I must be engaged in life because I'm committed to this life because it's such a wonderful life. Yes.
Our next one is the responsible individual balances life. What does balances life mean to you, Bradley?
I think firstly it speaks about, when I hear that word balance, it speaks about that imbalance I also have it as a person. And it's not something I usually like share with people, but I think it's that void that creates that unpeacefulness, that creates that anger, that creates a lot of things that I do destructively. And in order for me, I think, to maybe balance that is to look at my inner self and my emotions and look at how do I apply more love into my life than using these things that causes my imbalance that I think I do to fulfill my void. How do I then create an environment inside of myself to build more peacefulness, more harmony? Because I see sometimes when I have an imbalance, when I'm a little bit destructive, that my life is not really balanced. So inside also I'm not in balance, because now I can see everything that is happening outside of me is a reflection of what I do. So maybe my situations. And I've seen that sometimes when I find that balance, even if it's sometimes only for a moment, it creates that peace not only within me, but I can see it around me. see it in the environment, I can see it in my house, I can see it in my relationship. So I think for me, that balance takes me back to that place where I'm okay with who I am now. I'm okay with everything I feel. I'm okay with where I am. And I'm okay with who I am. And I think that is the good thing about it, because usually I will take it a lot further if I'm wearing that mask and I don't want to be who I am. But balance brings me back to that platform of where I can be confident that everything in my life happens for a reason.
And especially like you mentioned with the inner environment inside of yourself. Sometimes that environment gets a bit shaken.
Yeah.
Sometimes the imbalances come with that environment. But learning to skate on ice, learning to dance in your challenge can provide you a balance. Our next one is the responsible individual continuously learns. And when I look at continuously learns, I think of where I used to say that, no, I'm done, I've done balance, I'm done, I've graduated, I've done balance. And I look at how I always have to go back and I find new perspective. I find new angles and new understanding. Because when I continuously learn, yes, my challenges are tough. Yes, sometimes I get shaken. Sometimes there's chaos. But if I can continuously learn and sit in the classroom when my challenges happens, then I can show up to my challenge as a student and learn about it. And learn of the more, learn of the self. Learn about me, learn about my feelings, learn about my behavior, my reactions. And I show up as a student, then that is how I continuously learn about myself. Our next one is the responsible individual is trustworthy. Tools?
Okay, for me to be trustworthy is like you've got this trust, everybody trusts you, and everybody can just like fall and they know you are there to catch them, to uplift them maybe in life, because we are here to uplift each other, because everybody knows to be trustworthy, we are safe around it, because you know the smiling guy, the responsible individual, and it comes within yourself because you trust your emotions.
And you smile with the heart.
Smile and like the meaning of trust your emotions, they will be constantly there. Every day they will be there and they will play. It's like how you see them. You trust them there. I know they will be there like the clouds. Clouds is always there. Like the meaning of trustworthy.
Thanks, Tools. Bradley?
I'm so much laughing now at tools like the way he says, you know, it's about the people is because the responsible individual is trustworthy. But it also comes back to, is Bradley trustworthy? Do I really care about my processes in life? Do I really care about the reason I'm doing things? Because I think, when I think of the people that is trustworthy to me, I also think about, like Tools said, about I'm safe with him. It's the stuff I share with him and the person who I am to them. And I can again talk about my family also, because my family feel that I'm trustworthy, but there was a time they felt I was not trustworthy because I never looked at myself. I never looked at my challenges as an opportunity for me. I never looked at other things in my life that was important because I felt I was not important. So I think the same goes for is the responsible trustworthy? The responsible individual is really trustworthy.
And to speak about trust is something that I have to make a lot of accounts in, because I do not trust myself, and that account has a lot of deposits from a young age where I hide, I crept in my corner. I didn't trust myself to face something, face challenges, face my emotions. Oh no, I can't trust myself to do that. Then hide and be in the corner. And to make deposits into account of being trustworthy, I understand now that I show up. I'm here. I don't know what's going to happen, but I trust myself that something amazing is going to come from it. And it was very challenging for me to have experiences where my emotions was hurt, where I was in pain, when I was afraid, scared of what was going to happen next. And now to trust, and you have that experiences, is such an amazing place to be at. And I understand why the responsible individual is trustworthy. For if I don't do that, I'm going to hide in my corner. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to ignore these alerts. I'm not going to look at them. And it's going to just keep on happening, and I will stay in that cycle of being afraid. But when I trust myself to go and face my fears and be in my fears, and my fears are there to teach me something about myself, then tomorrow me and fear walk hand in hand. Now fear trusts me.
Wow.
Now we walk hand in hand. Yes, we are afraid. Let's go and look at what this is. Come fear. So I trust myself to be trustworthy.
That's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much, guys, for the session. It was an amazing one, and I hope each and every one of you has taken a mission with you guys. My preference would be take all.